I am digging the vibe, and I'm digging, and this is Make a Wish 2. I was sitting here thinking, and I was thinking, this is about having people make a wish, just putting it out there and seeing if in fact it would be validated. And through this validation, it would be a step toward dumping a whole lot of baggage that humans really don't need for the most part, and reassess and realize that there's more than enough. I mean, there is more than enough wealth upon this earth that we wanted to make it go around, we would. So, whatever happened to that? Whatever happened to that type of love? People say, I work for my money. I'm not talking about that. Because, like I said, this is learning a if I say fact, it's not proper that I say fact because it is a beginning of manifestation. Because I say to you, hey, make a wish. Make that wish. And what my prayer to God is, okay, everybody on earth has a niche of some sort because I say to myself and to God, uh, I'm shown all of these things. I'm given all of this knowledge. I'm taken through history. I mean, get me. I'm in awe. I'm in absolute awe. Oh, that's the only way I could describe it. That's it. My experience, my complete experience is awe. Yeah. Okay, so where was I going with this? I was going with making that wish. And so what does this let them know? I say, okay, God, people wonder if you're really real. Give me a niche. Give me something on earth that I can give to mankind. And that puts them into a step forward in recognizing who they are, their substance of being. And I bet you didn't think you were going to hear that. That's fact. That's fact. You control it all through words and thoughts. It's as simple as that. You want to change everything. That's what you do. You do it by thoughts. You do it by thoughts. And thoughts become deeds. So, with this, and where am I going with this? The manifestation of, the closeness, the oneness of the moon and the influence that it has on the earth. You know, because it gives life, it continuously feeds DNA, the DNA of existence, and the existence is both land and sky. I'm in a parking lot and I just got weirded right out because I saw that there was these lights shining on me and I'm like, I don't like that one bit. Yeah. But anyway, okay, this is making a wish. And what is this about? So I say, well, everything that you've given me, that I'm perceiving for a reason. There's an obvious reason to this. And like I said, I began being of service and that was translating messages and the language of the messages. And how do I know it? Because I've been given it. And so from there, I just said, yeah, okay, I'll continuously talk about this because it's reality and it's for mankind's benefit. It's beneficial. You know, what we all gain is eternal life. And that is really hard to anybody get their head around, you know, because they figure if they've got to, you know, live hard, they gotta love hard. And that is so far from the truth. You know, you can love um, tremendously. I mean, reach levels of love that blow your mind as a being. I mean, have you not? Absolutely. As humans, we've all been moved this way emotionally, and it's different levels of understanding and love and acceptance, and you know the reality. And when you can truly say that you love your reality and you're in love with your reality, then you're in a really good place. hmm So, making this wish, I said, well, let me have the gift of granting people's wishes. So when I know that astrologically it's the right time. It's the right time, and I know what I'm saying, but do it. Just do it. But it has to be wholesome. It has to be from the heart. It can't be cheap and nasty. There's no room for cheap and nasty right now. I gotta make this video. I gotta cut it off. You know, there is no room for cheap and nasty. It's really important. Like I looked out the window. I got the heebie-jeebies. I just felt eyes on me, and I didn't like it. I am facing the river, and it really works for me. I love this, the sound of the rushing water, and like I said in other videos, the vegetation in front of me, and the moon was dancing, was literally dancing in between the trees, and I was like, wow, I haven't seen that. I mean, I don't know how many years that I was mesmerized and awe-stricken. I lost my breath there, actually, looking at the moon. It was just beautiful and wondrous. And like I said, it was I mean, it was full and bright, and it was dancing behind trees. And you know, it was like I could feel my stomach. It jumped, and it was like I saw different images, and I just thought, wow. You know, like a few minutes ago, it was so dark, I wondered, where did you go? And then all of a suddenly, just complete amazed me. I mean, it was really beautiful. So I know that this is fact because I was already thinking this video, Make Wish 2, do it. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. Normally I would say do it to be satisfied, but not in this case, okay? Because it just has to be a genuine wish. You know, let it be from your heart, let it be from your spirit. Um, and as soon as you hear this, as soon as you click on this, and as soon as you start watching this video, uh, just do yourself a really good favor, and that is just, you know, let go, let God, so they say, let que sera be, whatever should be, should be. You know, don't make any decisions, don't, you know, try to control your tomorrow. You know, check and double check where you're at today and learn from yesterday. You can't redo yesterday, you know, so you got to learn from it. You got something from it, and from there you just have to trust that things are the way that they are, and we really don't have that You know, I mean, we do have that control. We have to recognize it. We have to know what it is that as human beings we want, because we have the ability to manifest it. That's what this video is about. And where the moon was, you know, it was like she lit up, she fertilized the earth. She fertilized the earth. It was a really beautiful dance. So I'm gonna say that that was like a complete message. It was extremely beautiful, and I'm really happy I got to see it. I'm pretty sure if I stand up and take a look, I'll be able to see it. But I'm really weirded out. Like I said, I really felt eyes on me. And as it turned out, I was right. Because by the time I uh, adjusted my blinds, I felt the presence, like somebody just staring at me. And then as I went to sit down, I saw these headlights looking like right in here. Not cool. Not cool at all. Yeah, I'm thinking, why? You know, why ruin it for me? Yeah, I love, like, where I'm really homesick. I am really, 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 really homesick. You know, it's been quite the journey. That's the only thing I can really say about it. So why am I saying make this wish? I'm saying it because now it's your time to elevate. And you making a wish and going, you know what, I'm just gonna do it. Just to see. Okay, and there's one in particular, and I'm gonna tell you something. I've had more people than not, you know, taunt me and call me out. No, it hasn't happened. No, it hasn't happened. Oh yeah, yada 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 yada. And I'll tell you what I said then. Don't taunt or tempt fate. I'm not responsible for that. You are. You know, that's between you, your karmic energy, you know, of what you planted is what you will sow. I was not there. Right? This is the whole point. But what I can say is about the here and the now. And I know well enough that when I have this feeling, I know what it means. It's a feeling of fullness. It's actually a very beautiful feeling because I feel completely connected with the earth and the running water and this awesome breeze that I am so appreciating because it's started. It's beginning of June and it is sweltering. You know, I imagine another month. Right now, I've got this breeze and I'm enjoying it as much as I possibly can because by July, I will just be sitting here dripping. I mean, great weight loss, but I do not dare go outside. You know, I'm out there for just a couple of minutes, literally. I mean, how long does it take to smoke a cigarette? And I had comments about having a tan. And I thought, wow, that fast, eh? Like, you know, maybe I started actually paying attention to my skin. And for somebody that just loves to sunbathe, you know, I mean, moderately, I've just been, it's been a real hit and run, like I said. How long does it take to smoke a cigarette? You know, and I'm sitting on a porch, so it's not like I'm getting straight like 24/7. I'm not. You know, I get it in a 20. I get it in a 20. Yeah, I guess really. In the 20. So 2 o'clock. I get it at 2 o'clock until about 6ish, something like that. Yeah. Yeah. So it's not like, and this is my balcony. So that is between 2 and 6. And it's not a time where I'm going to have a lot of privacy and be able to sunbathe on my balcony. Mind you, the river is right here. But I did get wind, and I really thought, the beach here, fall, fall. And I could see why. Like I said, I appreciate the breeze while I can. And, the river right there, it's just a wonder. But as the water levels begin to rise, I'm going to have to boogie on out of here. Yeah, like it was yesterday. And pay attention, you know. Look, I think it's super important that you get confirmation as soon as you open up this page, as soon as you hear that message, this message, make a wish. And then you can talk to me and say, I didn't believe it. I didn't think it would happen. I thought, yeah, okay, what is this really all about? Like, another charlatan, right? But what do you have to lose? No one's asking you for money. No one's asking you for your phone number, your email, or any personal information. I don't know your name. I don't know you. I don't know what you sound like or who you are or what part of the world you live in. I'm not. None of that. I am saying make a wish. There are facts that you need to know. This is a period where you're going to get your yes and no answers, and this wish that you make upon you stumbling across this particular video, make a wish. Do it. What do you have to lose? It's a game between me and you. Just do it. Make that wish. It's really super important. It's important. I think because I want your attention. You think you're going to be able to get it? You think you're going to be able to make that wish come true? Be realistic, like I said. Don't, you know. And mind you, God can do everything. I disagree with what the Pope said. But you think he's a magician? That he just did it all, just, what, in 7 days? 1 day, 2 days? Just magic wand, ta-da! It's a process. That's what the Pope says. So, this process, your process, you don't know me from a hole in the wall. I don't know you. I am this woman on this YouTube page saying, hey, if you come across this, make a wish. Because I want your attention. You're going to say, how did you know that wish would come true? Now, it's got to be from the heart. It's got to be important to you. It's got to be something you struggled with. And chances are, you don't think it's going to turn out because it's been that lousy. You've been hurt. There's no other word to describe it. Hurt. So right now, right now, the moment you come across this page, make that wish. Then get a hold of me and we'll talk. Yeah. Ta-da! Okay, until then, I'm digging. This is the vibe, my vibe. I'm digging the vibe. And, yeah, this moon really says it all. Why now? Why now? About this wish, why now? It's because of the times we live in. Everything's up for a question. Everything. Brand new world and brand new opportunities and, brand new relations and brand new abilities of communication. And we are talking about when we are in a time where technology advances at such a rate that up to now it's looking as if man could begin to slide, even though they created, and that's when they went, oh, we gotta dumb these computers down a little bit, because they're coming up with a lingo all of its own, and they already done that, did that. So, it's got nothing to do with that. But if you do want to implement that, it's actually pretty cool, because it is a matter of what's going to happen. What's going to happen first? Your wish. And is your wish going to change your path and put a smile on your face? And it be that one thing that you do ask the universe for, you know, and go, whatever your wish is, doesn't matter what it is, make that wish. Now, I put it on here because I don't know when you're going to come across this video, and or you're going to make a wish. But when you do, like I said, get a hold of me. Now, why? Because from there, I could share step 2. And in the process, you were given a wish that you endured a burden for, even possibly a loss of finances, something. Make a wish. And watch how this works. Alright? Why? Because I want your attention. I got stuff I gotta tell you. And time again. It's only here and only now, right now, is the only time. Make that wish. I mean, you can say, okay, if it's really that wish, you're going to be changing people's lives as well. The influence of everybody around you, even you. You know, you might find that, oh, wow, I'm actually happy. Holy, I never thought it would happen. I'm happy. Or, you know, thank goodness it's resolved. Or thank goodness they pulled through. Thank goodness that they're alive. Thank goodness I'm alive. All sorts of things. Whatever the wish is, when it comes to people around you, make sure that as the ripple proceeds, you know, they too gain from it. And I'm not talking about monetary, I'm not talking about possession or money or anything. What they gain is that good luck and goodwill. It came to you that easy just by simply opening this up. Now I want your attention because of what is, what was, and what will be. So make that wish. Read between all lines. And how do you know it's not time? How do you know it's not your time? Just make that wish. Okay? And trust what I'm putting out here. Trust, because I did say, hey, listen, I have to get people's attention. I need something to get their attention. And it was like what? What do you have in mind? I said, really? Like whatever I have in mind? Yeah, what do you have in mind? I said, well, you know, this whole thing really is a lot of lessons. It's a lesson for this, a lesson for that, a lesson for so on and so forth. I would like to be able to bless them with a wish. You know, blessing them that whatever they wish for comes true. And it comes true. I had somebody who laughed and mocked. And then, you know, those numbers came up. She didn't feel too good. Took her a few years to find me. But as it turned out, you know, there was another wish that was all the more important, and that was by reuniting with a loved one, a twin. So, funny how that works, you know. All in all, I was really pleased to be a part of that creation by saying to her, make a wish. Just make a wish. Actually, I just looked up at her and I saw all this gold and all these numbers all around her. I had to rub my eyes. I was like, whoa! There was just so much of it. I rubbed my eyes a couple of times and it was there to stay. And so I just, did what I think anybody would do. I just said, hey, heads up. This is on your agenda here. You might not know this, but your number is about to go up and you're going to be a real happy girl, you know. And like I said, so, poked fun and the friendship maintained. Actually, a friendship group. And, but there was a lot of rubbing until the day it did happen. Missed out on a lottery win. Yeah. So right here, right now, for whatever this purpose, like I said, I want your attention because of events and time and time and time and time again. It proves what? Cryptic. That moon was beautiful. There's no way of, or is beautiful, there is no way of not understanding that at this moment, this moon is actually blessing this earth. And I could feel, I haven't felt that for a long time. Not like this, in all truth, not like this, where it's literally just, it's beautiful. So that's the only word I can describe it. And because I feel it, I know that this manifestation is definitely divine, and it has to do with the fact that I'm going to lay out a couple of things that I've learned, and hope you gain from it, whoever you are. It's to begin a completion, a higher energy, where a human being can get their validation that they're on the right path. And people do reap the rewards of their labor. They do. And labor comes in all forms, from emotion to intellect, physical. So much is played, but like I said, this is really a make-a-wish, and I'm really putting a lot of blessings into this video, because I know what for a fact. Watch, whatever you do, watch it, do it, you'll be amazed. And when I have your attention, we can grow a relationship, because all in all, I'll be honest with you, I really worry about people. I really do. When I stop to think of how many people are going to be affected and what is going to happen, my heart breaks and I get all choked up. And I actually, my muscle, actually, it hurts. Like I get pain in my chest. It hurts. And I think to myself, how does an individual reach such a vast amount of people and say, hey, listen, I really don't care who said what and who said when. I know what was given to me. I know what my experiences are. And that's all I'm going to lay out. I'm going to lay it out. Whether you want to hear it, it's going to be your choice. You do, you'll benefit. You don't, I told you so. That's all. So then we'll try again. If it's I told you so, at least we could try again. We could always try again. And unless you're dead and buried, and then even then, you can try again. Even then, you're given the opportunity. Like, are you sure? Nobody could be more empathetic. I mean, so much so that, you know, well, I don't believe in negative karma. I don't like negative karma. There's no need for that. And like I said, technology actually is creating a karma without technology realizing it. And I don't know how many people realize that or not. That they're actually verbalizing, that this new reality of technology, robots and GoBots, um, um, uh, are creating their own karma. I mean, they have the ability to calculate the way that they do. At some point, they would mimic empathy, feelings. And could they understand in such a depth? That's ridiculous. How could a robot have a soul? Sure could fool ya. But anyway, that's a whole other subject. Make a wish. It's so important you do that. Look at her. I mean, now she caught my attention. Boom, right up there. Right in my eye. Yeah, tall and just bright. She's just beautifully bright. That's another sign. Wow. I really have to say thank you. I really do. We're putting this blessing out here, and I know you're going to with me, because this is a time for the gathering of the seed, isn't it? And that's what it is. This is why this is why this woman makes these videos, is because it is a harvesting of seeds. And people are seeds in this case. I'm just going to, like John the Baptist, same thing. I'm out there. I'm just going to say what's there. I'm going to say what's given. I'm going to say, hey, ever know this? Or, hey, did you ever think of that? And wow, again, I don't know if you noticed, but it went right up my back to the point where I'm like, you've got to make that wish. Make that wish. I am putting it on this video. So as soon as you open up this video, make a wish, because it's going to happen. As long as, and if you want to know as long as, and you somehow just went straight to the end of it, you're going to go half to the beginning, and at that point you will see that is just a matter of saying, thanks, I guess, for letting me know, giving me a heads up, because I might have not done it, and it might have not happened that way. And now I am happier because it did happen. And how did you know it was going to happen? Tell me this. It's changed my whole life. Tell me how you knew to make that wish, and that wish was going to happen. Because now is the time for the truth. Now it's the time for direction. And what is about to happen in the very short years, mathematically, scientifically, as far as the astros go, okay, the Earth really is in for a bit of a ride. And that is because of the planets that are coming by us. I mean, they don't know if at any given point is the Earth going to get hit. And I can honestly say that I was shown, and not to the extent, but not to the extent of getting rid of, the word is, begins with an A, annihilation, yeah, yeah. It's not even going to come out, so I'm not even going to try to say that again. Um, to annihilate, there we go. Yeah, right. And so, you do the math, you weigh things out, what's realistic, what's not realistic, what's fact, what's delusion. You go back and forth, but I'm telling you. And how do I know this? Because I've always known stuff like this. I've always known stuff like this. And like I said, it happened, I was 2 years old. And from that point moving forward, I've been blessed and given gifts of experiences and confirmation. I mean, I speak about things which with such conviction that it unravels other people because it's so out there that they fear that this is true because they know that it is true. And for somebody to actually say, like, hey, this shit really did happen, it's real, I made a wish and it came true. What was my lesson in that? Because I did not expect this wish to come true, to happen. So be prepared. Understand why this wish is happening. Why it is happening right here, right now, when you open up this video. And like I said, I want your attention. I told you before, I'm not going to ask for anything not here. And the reason is because it's all given to me to give to you. Why? Because I'm here right now. I'm here right now. And yeah, that's the way that it is, but it's best communicated that way, that I can say, hey, look, there is going to be an asteroid that at some point in time is going to hit. They know this. What they don't know is how the earth is going to react to it and what kind of effect is it going to happen on the earth if the earth does survive this hit. And what type of living conditions can we possibly expect with there being survivors? Now, if they knew the Word of God even this much, and he says, hey, listen, this is going to happen. This earth is going to have such earthquakes and winds, storms, waters. I mean, we're talking, a tsunami looks like a little wave. That is what is about to happen. Some people went, okay, the only choice that I know to be logical, because everything is happening from the outside, I need to go down deep, deep, deep in the inside and hope the best. Reinforce everything as strong as it possibly can so I have an opportunity to live through this catastrophe, this chaos of hell, and come out alive and a winner, and possibly a contributor to a new world, like it happened with Noah. But I can tell you, those earthquakes are going to run that deep. They are. They showed me firsthand. I was shown firsthand. And it really is a false, it's a false security. The sense of feeling secured is there. And that's a good thing, because it helps people function. But it is a false sense of security, because, he said, the earth has never experienced something like this. And not on this level, not on the, the mass of the destruction that happens to all that mankind built and to the system that it created and nurtured and grew to, um, uh, govern through coddling and look what I could do for you, look what I could do for you, and having the strings into this whole other. I'm a part of the governing system, and it's a completely different reality than the working man and the common individual. Beginning with their salary, you know, and it shouldn't be that pious. But anyway, that's something that's a whole other. That's my own personal opinion, and that's just a whole other video all in itself. Um, Sorry, I've got the balcony open a little bit, and I just got bit by a mosquito. I think I'm like that really freaking hurt. Ouch! Yeah, I don't think I got it though. I would have felt it. And stab it. That hurt. Okay, so yes, where are we with this? Yeah, it really does run that deep. And if the world has never seen or experienced such calamity on this earth, and you think about what's it called, Pangea, and what the earth went through when it created the change. The lands all broke apart and moved around and repositioned themselves, some far, others far enough, others far but still close by. You can actually see where it ripped off. You've got the visual and the sense to see that that's just like a perfect ripped. Everything fits, all the edges, everything just fits. But now there's a stray there in between. I know you're so beautiful. Huh. She really is. Okay, wow, I'm rambling. 42 minutes of this. Sorry about that. And I'm also glad I'm also not sorry because I'm glad you joined me for this long. Just make that wish, okay? I want your attention, and it really is. If it's meant to be that you're supposed to have a certain amount of knowledge, and there is something that's supposed to jump out at you, uh, more times than not, you'll get it. It'll be given to you. You won't have to ask. You wouldn't have to participate. I mean, outside of just hearing what I had to say. And if I am that bad, I apologize. My bad. Okay, it's late. I'm telling you that this makes sure that the moon is creating with this earth is a really good sense, a really good feeling. Yeah, she made quite the in what 43 minutes. Wow, she moved quite a bit. That moon. When I say she, I mean the moon. Okay, so make that wish. Watch it manifest, and when I have your attention, get a hold of me, because some information some information you might not know. When I say get a hold of me, and I see enough, I just promised myself that, okay, let's get people's attention here, and what is so far-fetched, and that's the gift I asked for. That I wanted that to be my contribution. That if I felt it move me, really truly move me inside, to leave that blessing behind for them, because they deserved it. And that being that soul learned that the one and only important thing on this earth is love. Love for yourself and love for others. Everything is just, touchy, touchy, feely, feely. And you only feely, feely because you touchy, touchy. But when you are actually done with your experience here, okay, and you realize that all you did was step outside of this body, if you've been doing things that really hasn't been right for you, like making wrong decisions for you, the instant thought that you have after, wow, I thought I'd be dead. I thought after this it was nothing. And realize, then you gain that responsibility and go, why didn't I do these things? Why wasn't I fearful? Well, what was I afraid of that I might have let somebody control me, or, a situation let me get the best of myself, and, or, hadn't reacted accordingly, or why was I either, inflicting misery, in somebody else's life as well as my own. I mean, we get that opportunity to look in where we do say to ourselves, like, this was part of the, one of the most important parts of our makeup, and why was that put on the back burner to be dormant? So sometimes you have to do things to get people's attention, and in this case, I'm putting out a goodwill to whoever comes across this. Make that wish. You will see it manifest, and then we'll talk. Until then, what possessed me to do this? Because I can give you the confirmation ahead of time, and then I could share righteous news, good news. So, all the way around, from science to you-know-where. Until then, baby, don't forget you can subscribe and share my ramblings. But if you share, if it's negative, when you share this video, remember, the moment they open it, they get to make that wish. They do. And then they get to watch it happen. And you're going to understand that I think I got it good, with the heavens, and my karmic makeup, my karmic making. I believe it is my dharma. Okay, so until then, you can give me one of these, don't give me one of these. And until then, I say good night.